Alright guys, so we've got our EZA details here. I saw that they did do a teaser for the 10th anniversary. We'll cover that as well. Not the craziest for the 10th anniversary, but maybe implies potentially like Kamehameha theme, potentially. Okay, so we got EZA details. So we have Super Saiyan 2/3 Goku right here. Very, very popular character, so people are going to really care if this guy is going to be really good. And then we also have STR Kid Buu, but one thing that is really good is we do have EZA details at the exact same time. So that is not hard to just do for Dokkan. And they did it. So let's take a look at this Goku. I will see what they're going to give him. He obviously needs a lot. A defensive mechanic would be fantastic. Let's see. All right, so leader skills 170%. I mean, his leader skill is super good, right? Battle of Fate and Accelerated Battle. I mean, it's a strong ass leader skill. I mean, and the other thing too, if we're talking about Accelerated Battle moving forward, is you've got Father right there. So that's very helpful. 2 key 200% attacking events start a turn, then another 200% attacking events on Super. 200%. Okay, so it's a little bit more right there, but then he gets a lot more on Super attack. Not really surprising, nothing crazy there. Then he has an additional that has a high chance to be a Super. 70% chance to crit. Oh! 2 key, 200% defense and guard if HP is 77% or more. You know what? I like it. Wow. Okay. I don't hate that because that's this. Okay. So another 200% defense. He's guarding. 50% attack and defense for 1 turn, immense damage, high chance to stun. So he gets he's going to go from 30% to 50% on his super attack effect, and his stun chance goes up. I mean, that's helpful. Battlefield, Super Battle Road, these types of places. That is definitely something that can be good. And then the extra stats right here, that's obviously not bad at all either. So, okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's... I mean, he's not going to be like a slot 1, but he is going to be, he's not going to be like a danger. Like let's say he's slot 2 and he's getting 200% there, 200%, let's say we're not transforming to Super Saiyan 3, he's guarding, and then 50% there. Looks like he's probably pretty good. Like it's solid. I really appreciate them just being like, okay, like, we're not going to let you, enter a turn with 79% HP and have a meltdown. Like, here you go. So that's good. We'll take it. That is good. Uh-huh. Pretty good. Yeah, okay. So far, so good. Now, one other thing, too, that this does kind of show us, by the way, is that his transformation condition is obviously not going to change. I mean, I don't know that it really would have needed to change. I mean, I guess it's, like, if it's just, like, guaranteed turn 3, that would obviously be pretty fire, but it does kind of show that they're probably not going to change this, because, remember, sometimes the transformation effects do change for these characters, even, like, but they don't, even though they don't show it in these details. So he looks good. All right, now let's see what Super Saiyan 3 Goku does. We're doing a lot here. Okay, so 300% stats, which jumps up from 200%. Okay, he gets another 200% on attack, or he gets another 200% attack and defense on super attack. 2 additionals, each of which has a high chance to be a super. Is that? It is. Sets up from 30%. So now you at least have a decent chance. Because when it's a 30% chance to be a super, like, you're not, like, routinely getting that. Now it's at least like a fighting chance. Okay. He guards his first turn. Okay. 3 key, 100% attack, 200% defense when attacking. And a 70% chance to crit for 6 turns. Then 50% attack when attacking. High chance to crit starting from his 7th turn. 5% dodge up to 25%. And 5% damage reduction with 25% with each super attack performed. Chance of dodging 5% and then 25 and then 5% damage reduction with each turn passed. Huh. So damage reduction and dodge with every super he does every turn passed. The thing about it is it's a little like there's no guarantee when you're gonna go into this guy's transformation, right? Like if you do it on turn 3 super early, we'd be able to build that up. He does have to specifically do supers to get some of this. He's got the 300% right there, 200% defense right here, 200% defense when attacking. Super attack effect, he gets 100% attack, 50% defense, and a high chance to stun. So, I mean, if he gives you the 4th super attack is going to start to look very silly. Like if he hits that 4th super, it's going to be silly. Silly is the correct word I'd use. Because that 100% is going to be a pretty big deal. 50% defense, immense high chance to stun. Let me just take a look. Because I just did an update to the EZA tier list. I mean, he's not competing with Beerus, is he? I don't think he's not. I don't think Goku is on Beerus's level. I mean, maybe better than Majin Vegeta. The thing about Goku, Goku should be a lot better in base than Majin Vegeta is. It's like not even close, right? He should be a lot better than Vegeta is in base form. Vegeta feels very like he's not really contributing much. We'll see. I mean, I think that like people are gonna see this guy do like a quad super turn, and they're gonna go like the caveman brain is activating. That's what I think. He definitely seems very good. I saw people on the timeline being like, oh, they gotta make him like this. They gotta make him like this. I feel like he's gonna fall shy of some of those expectations, but he seems strong for sure. I don't know. This looks good. Like this dodge and damage reduction with each turn passed. But I mean, I don't know. That's the type of shit that's like a lot better. Like that would be interesting if it was just like a turn 1 character, right? Like it's not. His first turn, he'll be pretty effective with his guard no matter what. But then he doesn't have another way to get that guard back after you do that first turn. He's just building this up. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely seems like he's going to be mostly like a slot 2 or slot 3 character for the majority of these fights, right? Like, okay. All right, so there's Super Saiyan 2/3 Goku. I feel like tentatively I have him somewhere in the mix with Vegeta. I'm not sure better than Vegeta, worse than Vegeta. Certainly he's better than Vegeta. The thing about the Vegeta and this Goku that can get under my skin is difficulty transforming into them sometimes. I mean, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, even if we have difficulties transforming, I think his base is going to be a lot more effective than Vegeta's is. And Goku and the Int Goku, which will be huge, right? All right, so we have him. We also have STR Kid Buu here. Now STR Kid Buu, this is interesting. Let's take a look at some of these category teams. One thing that is unfortunate with this boy, he is not on power absorption, which is a bit of a shame, right? Because if he was on power absorption, he would really help Tech Buhan. I mean, we'll certainly still be able to get him on there, but it's just like we wouldn't be able to activate Tech Buhan's, turn 1 domain with like Kid Buu on rotation, right? This guy right there. Now, another thing I need to point out too, he does have this nullification. Goku and Frieza are an unarmed or a melee super attack, by the way. So he has a 70% chance of blocking Goku and Frieza's super. And he has type advantage over 17 in Golden Frieza. So it's like, if we talk about the game situation right now, I mean, he's set up good, right? Like, against the hardest fight in the game. With true type advantage against 17 Golden Frieza, and then he has a nullification against Goku and Frieza. Alright, so let's see. We got several essays here. 3 key 250% stats. What is this up from? 180%. Okay. Then he gets 40% attack and defense with each attack performed up to 160%. So that's up a little bit more, up from 120%. Okay. He has an additional that has a high chance to be a super. Okay. High chance to crit as well. 20% damage reduction. Okay, so he has additionals built in. We have damage reduction built in. We have crit built in. So, looking pretty good. Okay. Additional 40% attack and defense up to 120%. And an additional 10% damage reduction up to 30% per Majin Power or Majin Buu Saga category ally on the team. Majin Power or Majin Buu Saga. Let me, you know what I want to actually do real quick? I just want to get a visual of Kid Buu's 200% leader skills right in front of me. Just to kind of see. So it's 3. Majin Power, Majin Buu Saga. Buhan, LR Buhan. I mean, he counts himself. So he no matter what, he's always got 10% of this up. You only need another 2 to have this up. So again, let's say we're running, I guess we're running him on Glorio's team. Okay. It's like we could pair him next to Tech Buhan, and then we have LR Buhan on the team, and we're gonna be good to go. Okay. So damage, he has true type advantage over 17 in Golden Frieza. And then he's got damage reduction, which means he's going to be invincible against them, by the way. 100% defense. And 20% damage reduction before he receives an attack 6 times in battle. Recover 20% HP at the end of the turn in which an attack was received. Nullify unarmed super directed at the character for 3 turns from the character's entry turn. They gave it to him guaranteed. And then it becomes a 70% chance starting from the 4th turn. That's interesting. Oh, wow. Okay. He actually got it. He has it 100%. I did not expect that. Huh. Okay, and then he gets 50% immense and a high chance to stun. And then don't forget he's got his evil war cry here. If there's a Buu Saga enemy or after he receives an attack 6 or more times in battle. I mean, here's the thing. Anniversary right now, I mean, we'll see. I feel like Super Vegito is still, to me, kind of like the #1 character I think is coming. And the teaser, the teaser they gave us tonight, does nothing to kind of like dissuade that. Like after seeing the teaser, I'm gonna do a video for it after this. I still would say Super Vegeto's that, like, if I could pick like who's most likely to show up, Super Vegito. So what that means is, maybe Super Vegito could end up being the hardest fight in the game next month. And I mean, if that's true, if we're able to have this up whenever we want, and he has 70% damage reduction and all these stats, and the nullification, he looks good. I definitely like him a lot more than Goku. Goku is just Mr. like, damage. I like it. Okay, how can I word this? Goku, to me, it's just there's a lot more RNG to him, right? Like, do we transform early? You're not really like he's not like he's punished so much for being trapped in base if the HP condition is not there, right? Like, it's not the biggest deal ever because he's still going to be effective, but it'll hurt you from getting this build up down here, this dodge and damage reduction. But this guy's going to be hitting hard. He's going to be dropping these. He's going to do a lot of damage. And I mean, he's got that 70% chance to crit, right? Like, damn, it's just crazy. Like, these days, like, these characters just have everything built in, right? Additional crits, like, they got it all. So, Kid Buu could triple super. And his additional is also a high chance. I mean, he seems very good. Certainly, until he gets hit these 6 times in battle, his stats are going to look interesting. Especially, like, okay, like his second turn, potentially. Like, you build this up. And he's going to be looking really good. He's going to have these stats, probably 70% damage reduction. And he gets another defense right there. Now, Goku and Frieza's obviously deeper in the fight, so you're not going to be able to have that nullification active, the guaranteed nullification, but you still have a 70% chance. And then, yeah, this is 50% high chance to stun. What was it before? 30% medium chance to stun, so those both buffed. Yeah, Kid Buu, to me, is more so potentially on Beerus's level, I think. I mean, I don't know. I just value kind of like the strong defensive abilities over the strong offensive abilities. We'll see, though. I think that this guy is going to have people are going to be, going nuts for this guy. They're going to be posting their, quad super, 50 super, like, turn by him and going, "Awooga!" Right? That's what's going to happen with Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So, all right, let me know what you guys think. But, yeah, I mean, this is pretty good. We also have, global EZA details at the same time. Not very hard to do, Dokkan. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.